Hi there, good morning. This is Austin. I wanted to do a video and answer the question, is it possible to really heal from emotional abuse? The short answer, if you got errands to run, a busy day, yes. I'm 10 years removed from it, of a 30-year life of emotional abuse, and I'm here to tell you it's entirely possible to heal. Not just in my situation, but in the situation of people I work with, coaching and mentoring, and seeing them healed. So just real quick, my background, I was 30 years an emotional abuser. I had anger issues. I don't remember a day that went by that I wasn't angry at something or someone. Control, manipulation. No one ever met my expectations, which was their fault. But here's the truth. I never verbalized my expectations. Of course nobody met them. Hostile humor. I was a monster. For 30 years of my life, I was an uncontrollable monster. And the bad thing about it was that I knew I had issues. I knew my anger was an issue, but I thought it was a character flaw. Here I am. I'm a nice guy. I'm a great guy. But yeah, occasionally I do get angry. I go over the top. I thought my control and manipulation, I didn't know they were in and of themselves that, although yes, we all manipulate to get our ways. Let's just be honest here. To the extreme and form I did it, it's an abuse. But I thought my role was I was the knight in shining armor for my spouse. I was the rescuer, which is typical of an abuser. My job was to help her be the person she really wanted to be and just didn't know how to be that. I had no clue that what I was doing was tearing her down, was breaking her psyche down, emotionally trying to reduce her to nothingness. I had no idea what I was doing was abuse. And I can sit here honestly and say, folks, 10 years removed, looking back, I have no clue how I couldn't have known. I think back of the things I did, I said, my thought patterns of just how broken I was, and I'm like, how in the world could I not know I was being abusive? And I'm just here to tell you, I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. All I know is I didn't know. A deceived mind doesn't know it's being deceived. It's the best way I can put it. I knew that I didn't play nice sometimes during arguments. I went over the top in what I said, but I thought that was all fair in love and war. I thought that's just the way things happen. No clue of what I was doing, of the way I was acting, was tearing emotionally someone else down. I had no clue. So the thing that woke me up was pain. And I think that is the case, again, in my experience of myself and working with others. It's some pain point. We have to hit rock bottom, just like an alcoholic, someone who cuts, eating disorder, some type of addiction. We have to reach a point in our lives to where we are broken. As an analogy, we can look in the mirror finally and see the truth of who and what we are, rather than the facade, the mask of who we think we are. And in my case, it was pain. I have had cases where I've worked with people, or they've emailed me and someone's given them my book. That woke them up. But I really think in those cases, the person had hit the pain point. That was just the trigger. And unfortunately, the flip side of that is I also think in a lot of cases people aren't going to reach that point. The abuser is so broken inside, so blinded, so much it's not me, it's you or it's them, and they'll just go find someone else. And they just will not wake up to the fact. And that happens in a lot of cases. Can't say it happens in most because I don't know. But that is the ugly truth. And however, it is possible to wake up to the truth, and at that point, the awareness kicks in, and at that point, it is totally possible to heal from this devastation. So today I'm happy to report 10 years removed, I'm healed of emotional abuse. I don't care what somebody tries to say. I don't care what you've heard. I've heard the mantra before, once an abuser, always an abuser. It's just not true. And that's not just in my case, it's in case of others too. So it is entirely possible. I have no more abusive tendencies 98% of the time. In my book, I said I was afraid to say that, or I wouldn't ever say that, but I was 3 years into my recovery at that point. Now I'm 10 years, and I can tell you the inner child that was in me, the impetus of my abuse, of my need to control my surrounding because I was this little broken child inside, is gone, is dead. Now I am the adult that I present to the world. And so the other small cases, someone tries to push a button by angrily trying to provoke me. My brain's rewired to the point where I don't fire back subconsciously and like game on, like before. I'm ready for a fight anytime, any day. Let's go. And not necessarily physical, but verbal. And that now is gone. I'm able to consciously either diffuse the situation or just walk away. The idiot that drives up behind me on the highway and rides on my bumper, yes, it does make me very angry, but I don't let it control me, okay? So those cases where, life happens, anger in itself that I talk about isn't bad, it's what you do with it. So the inner child in me is dead, and I am healed of my emotional abuse. And more importantly, I'm here to tell you, if you're in a situation of abuse, it is possible for that spouse, that mate, to heal. If you are in a situation where you think you might be an abuser, number one, that's a red flag. If you think you are, chances are you are. Email me, aj@anabuserspeaks.com. I'll leave my email down in the description. But I'm here to tell you, there is hope. You can heal from emotional abuse, okay? You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.